With Crisis on Infinite Earths coming upon us very soon, here is six things I want to happen in Crisis. And about the recent trailer for Crisis, I'm not going to make a video on it, unfortunately. Yes, I was excited for what the trailer showed us, but there isn't more to say to it than I've already said. So let's get on to the list. On number 6, we have Dick Grayson dying.
Holy crossfire.
We know that Burt Ward is coming to the Crisis as an old Dick Grayson. Burt Ward played Robin in the Batman show from 1966, and with Adam West, he played Batman in the show. He died here a couple years ago, here in 2017. So of course the Batman of that universe has died, unless they're gonna CGI his face, just like they did with Lear in Rogue One. Ew. But it would be amazing to see the 1966 Robin meeting Bruce Wayne in heaven. On number 5, I have Bruce Wayne donning the Batman cape.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
As we know, Kevin Conroy is going to be in Crisis as an old Bruce Wayne, which is awesome. Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman in Batman the Animated Series, and with him being old now, would just be more satisfying to see him in the Batman suit. Just one clear shot, like in Gotham. When we saw Batman in the end, he was blurry in the whole episode, but in the end we saw Batman in a clear shot. They can make him move fast and in the shadows, like DC Universe did in Titans. But just one clear shot of the live-action version of Batman the Animated Series would be great. Or just the Kingdom Come version, which is the version he is, so it's probably the version we're gonna get. On number 4, I have Oliver Queen dying.
Morning 4587. Beautiful day.
With Arrow going on with season 8, it's going to be the end of the show. After 8 years, the show can end. But what would be a perfect ending than having Oliver Queen sacrifice himself to help saving the multiverse? It will also make sense killing the person who started the Arrowverse in the biggest crossover the shows have ever had. This is a 4.5. Barry Allen dying.
My name is Barry Allen. I am not the fastest man alive.
And the reason this is number 4.5 and not number 3 is because it'll probably not happen. The Flash just haven't ended the show yet, even when it has to end sometime in the future. Killing Barry would be the easy road. All of the season of The Flash is almost exactly the same. It has a main villain per season, but every episode has its own villain, adding almost nothing to the main villain. We also saw in one of the visions Barry saw on the show that he will be killed. But probably not. We haven't heard anything about The Flash ending after season 6. So if the vision Barry got about him dying is going to happen, which I hope because it would be great, Barry could just have jumped to a new Earth, to another Earth. But perhaps the 1990s Flash could be dying in the Crisis. At number 3, one in the Superman family dying.
That was a warning, Clark. The next will go straight through your heart.
You're not yourself.
I'll do whatever it takes to find Lex. I don't know!
It would be a great impact on the Supergirl show if one of that show was killed. Maybe Alex Danvers, the sister that looked for Kara when she came to Earth, the only person she could talk to about these things. She could die, and that would give a big impact on Kara. Or they could even kill Supergirl herself, which they probably won't because the show isn't ending after Crisis. Or they could kill Brandon Routh's Superman. At number 2, I have Oliver saying the word Justice League. In every crossover we've had in the Arrowverse, we've had all of the heroes together in one shot, but they were never called the Justice League. So in the biggest crossover they've ever had, and in the crossover where the one who started the Arrowverse is probably going to die, the team would be called Justice League. It would only fit. And at number 1, I have Tom Welling's Clark Kent finally donning the cape. As some of you might know, I'm a big fan of the show Smallville, which ran from 2001 to 2011 and started the Arrowverse, but Clark Kent never wore the suit. It would also only be fitting if, in the biggest crossover in the Arrowverse, have the person who actually started the Arrowverse, not Arrow but even before Arrow, should don the Superman cape at last, after almost 20 years this show starts. And there were 6 things that I want to see happening in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Remember, this is my list. If you have a different list, write it down in the comments. I would love to hear your list. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and join the Discord server, and follow my Twitter, which is all down there in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!